Breaking news from SpaceX that's shaking up the space industry. In a stunning development, fragments of Ship 31 have been recovered from the Indian Ocean. The first time SpaceX has retrieved Starship debris from a water landing. But that's not even the biggest news. SpaceX has just unveiled the first glimpses of their monstrous Block 2 booster. We're talking about a rocket booster with nearly 10,000 tons of thrust, equivalent to 14 Falcon 9s firing simultaneously. The developments don't stop there. Fresh photos reveal new launch mount construction, but here's the twist. It's not at Starbase. And while SpaceX pushes the boundaries of heavy-lift rockets, Rocket Lab is making remarkable strides with their Neutron vehicle, setting up an exciting race in the commercial space sector. Welcome to Elon Musk 24 Hours. Let's dive right in. In the pre-dawn hours of a calm morning in the Indian Ocean, two ships cut through the gentle waves on a mission that would make history. The Limitless and Barton Renegade weren't just any vessels. They were about to become part of SpaceX's most ambitious recovery operation yet. The crews knew the stakes were high. No one had ever attempted to retrieve a Starship upper stage from the ocean before. As the first rays of sunlight painted the horizon, the radar pinged. Ship 31 had made its descent. The splashdown was successful, but what happened next would test the crew's resolve. The massive spacecraft, still hot from re-entry, hit the water with such force that it split in two. Hearts sank as the payload bay separated from the main tanks. Years of engineering excellence now floated in pieces on the vast ocean surface. But SpaceX teams don't give up easily. In a stroke of fortune that seemed almost engineered, the main tanks remained stubbornly buoyant. For the next 72 hours, crews worked around the clock in challenging ocean conditions. Every recovered piece could hold the key to improving future flights. The ocean's salt spray mixed with sweat as they carefully extracted component after component from the floating spacecraft. When the ships finally returned to port, they carried more than just salvage hardware. They brought back crucial data that would reshape the future of space travel. The recovery team's prized possession, a collection of heat shield tiles that had survived the brutal forces of atmospheric re-entry. Each tile told its own story of the intense heat and pressure it endured. One engineer examining the recovered components remarked that these weren't just pieces of ceramic. They were pages from the book of Spaceflight, written in fire and friction. But while the recovery team was making headlines, something even more revolutionary was taking shape back at Starbase. Through the windows of the Star Factory, keen observers spotted what looked like sections of a giant. The first components of the Block 2 booster had emerged, and they were absolutely massive. To put it in perspective, a single tank component rolled out of the factory that rivaled the entire height of a Falcon 9 booster. Even seasoned SpaceX workers stopped in their tracks to marvel at its size. This wasn't just another iteration. It was a complete reimagining of what a rocket booster could be. The new header tank design represented a breakthrough in re-entry capabilities. Just as the Falcon 9 creates a protective shield of engine exhaust during re-entry, this new system would allow the massive Block 2 booster to perform an intricate atmospheric dance, using its own engines to shield itself from the intense heat of return. The numbers behind Block 2 are staggering. Each Raptor 3 engine will generate 280 tons of thrust, a 50-ton increase from its predecessor. With a full complement of engines, the total thrust will approach 10,000 tons. To visualize this incredible power, imagine the thrust of 14 Falcon 9 rockets combined into a single booster. The ground itself will tremble when this beast takes flight. Inside the Star Factory, teams are working with unprecedented precision to bring this vision to life. Every weld, every connection, every component must be perfect. The Block 2 design incorporates hundreds of refinements, each one born from hard-learned lessons of previous flights. Engineers speak of the design evolution with a mix of pride and awe, knowing they're building something that will redefine space travel. But the evolution doesn't stop at the booster. SpaceX is simultaneously developing multiple Starship variants, each designed for specific missions. The Starlink deployment variant features a specialized payload dispenser system. The tanker version will perfect the art of orbital refueling, a crucial capability for deep space missions. The lunar lander variant, with its distinctive landing legs and surface equipment, represents humanity's return to the moon. The infrastructure to support these vehicles is equally impressive. At Starbase, the massive LR 11,000 crane now dominates the skyline, its presence a testament to the scale of SpaceX's ambitions. The new launch pad design is a marvel of engineering, built to withstand forces that would shatter conventional launch facilities. Every component, from the water-cooled deck to the reinforced support structures, represents lessons learned from previous launches. In an unexpected twist, identical launch mount components have appeared at Cape Canaveral. This revelation confirms SpaceX's strategy of creating a dual-coast launch capability. While construction at the Cape may proceed more slowly due to the busy launch schedule, the end result will be worth the wait. Two complete launch facilities capable of supporting the most powerful rocket ever built. The pace of innovation at SpaceX is breathtaking. They recently shattered their own record for booster turnaround time, completing a mission cycle in just 13 days, 12 hours, and 30 minutes. Most of this time wasn't spent on refurbishment. It was consumed by transportation logistics. The actual preparation time was so short it surprised even SpaceX veterans. This achievement suggests even faster turnarounds are possible, pushing us closer to true aircraft-like operations for rockets. The broader space industry is feeling the effects of this rapid progress. Rocket Lab's development of their Neutron launch vehicle shows particular promise. Their innovative approach includes a unique clamshell design and a carbon fiber upper stage that actually hangs from the inner stage, a counterintuitive design that proves brilliantly effective in practice. During recent testing, the upper stage performed flawlessly under cryogenic conditions, validating years of engineering work. However, not every company can keep pace with this relentless innovation. ABL Space Systems, once considered a promising competitor, recently announced their pivot away from commercial launches. Their decision to focus on missile defense systems instead reflects the harsh realities of the modern space industry. Similar exits by Virgin Orbit and Relativity Space underscore a crucial truth. The path to sustainable spaceflight is as challenging as it is rewarding. Looking ahead, the next few months promise to be transformative for spaceflight. With each new component that rolls out of the Star Factory, with each successful test, with each lesson learned from recovered hardware, we move closer to a future where space travel is as routine as air travel. The recovery of Ship 31's components isn't just a successful salvage operation. It's another step toward making life multiplanetary. Would you like me to enhance any particular aspects of the script further? I can add more emotional depth, technical details, or dramatic elements while maintaining factual accuracy. As we witness these remarkable developments in spaceflight, one thing becomes crystal clear. We're living through a pivotal moment in human history, from the successful recovery of Ship 31's components in the Indian Ocean to the unveiling of the mighty Block 2 booster. SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. With nearly 10,000 tons of thrust, the equivalent of 14 Falcon 9s, this new booster represents not just an evolution, but a revolution in space technology. The space industry is transforming before our eyes, with companies like SpaceX and Rocket Lab leading the charge toward a truly reusable future. While some competitors may fall by the wayside, the drive for innovation remains stronger than ever. The next few months promise even more exciting developments as these groundbreaking technologies continue to mature. Stay up to date with all the latest SpaceX and space industry news by subscribing to Elon Musk 24 Hours. Hit that like button if you enjoyed learning about these incredible developments, and share this video with fellow space enthusiasts who need to know about these amazing breakthroughs. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on the Block 2 booster. Which feature excites you the most? Don't forget to hit the notification bell to never miss an update on the future of spaceflight. Remember, each advancement brings us one step closer to making life multiplanetary. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. See you in the next episode of Elon Musk 24 Hours. Breaking news from SpaceX's Starbase. In a dramatic turn of events during Starship Flight 6, what began as a routine test flight quickly evolved into one of the most talked-about launches of the year. The world's most powerful rocket, standing an incredible 400 feet tall, faced an unexpected challenge as SpaceX attempted something never before seen in the history of spaceflight. catching a massive rocket booster with mechanical arms nicknamed Chopsticks. Just weeks after their groundbreaking precision landing, SpaceX and Elon Musk pushed the boundaries once again. But this time, the ambitious plan to catch the super heavy booster took an unexpected turn. As millions watched worldwide, SpaceX made a critical decision that would send ripples through the aerospace community. Adding to the day's intensity, former President Donald Trump made a surprise appearance at Starbase, marking a remarkable convergence of space innovation and political interest. This unusual combination of events raised crucial questions about the future of space exploration and public-private partnerships in the aerospace sector. Today on Elon Musk 24 Hours, we'll take you through the exact sequence of events that unfolded, explore why SpaceX had to abort their revolutionary catching attempt, and reveal what Elon Musk himself had to say about this historic moment. Let's dive right in. On November 19th, as the sun rose over SpaceX's Starbase facility near Brownsville, Texas, the atmosphere was electric. Engineers and technicians moved with practiced precision, preparing for what would become one of the most watched launches in recent history. The Starship system, towering at 400 feet tall, stood like a gleaming silver sentinel against the Texas sky. At precisely 5 p.m. Eastern Time, history began to unfold. The roar of 33 Raptor engines shattered the calm, releasing an earth-shaking 16 million pounds of thrust. This wasn't just another test flight. This was SpaceX attempting to push the boundaries of what's possible in rocket technology. All systems are nominal, came the call from Mission Control. The world's most powerful rocket began its graceful ascent, painting the sky with a brilliant plume of fire and exhaust. But what made this launch truly extraordinary wasn't just the ascent. It was what SpaceX planned to do next. In a feat that sounds like science fiction, SpaceX had designed a system to catch the massive, super heavy booster using mechanical arms nicknamed Chopsticks. Picture this: a 230-foot-tall rocket booster weighing as much as a small skyscraper, executing a precise aerial ballet before being plucked from the sky by giant mechanical arms. This wasn't just ambitious, it was revolutionary. As the Starship spacecraft separated from its booster, tension in Mission Control reached its peak. The separation occurred flawlessly, but then something unexpected happened. SpaceX's flight director noticed anomalies in the critical communication systems between the booster and the tower. Dan Hoot, SpaceX's spokesperson, later revealed the complexity of the situation. The return and catch of the super heavy booster requires perfectly synchronized systems on both the booster and tower. We needed healthy communication links, precise positioning data, and optimal weather conditions. Most importantly, we needed absolute certainty about safety. What many don't realize is that catching the booster isn't just about the mechanical arms. It's about an intricate dance between multiple